Are you struggling with credit card debt? If so, the first step towards financial freedom is to assess your debt. This is not about dwelling on the past or blaming yourself. It's about understanding where you stand right now, so you can plan for a brighter, debt-free future. Let's start by understanding the total amount owed on each credit card. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people don't know the exact amount they owe. Grab a piece of paper or open a spreadsheet, and write down every single penny you owe on each card. It may be a daunting figure, but remember, knowledge is power. Next, let's talk about interest rates. Each credit card you own likely has a different interest rate, and these rates play a crucial role in how fast your debt grows. List down the interest rates for each card next to the amount you owe. You might see some numbers that surprise you. High interest rates can make your debt grow rapidly, so it's crucial to know what you're dealing with. Now let's move on to the minimum monthly payments. Knowing the minimum payment for each card is essential because it's the absolute least you should be paying each month to keep your account in good standing. Write down these figures next to the corresponding card. Remember, these are minimums, and paying just the minimum won't help you escape debt quickly. But understanding these figures is a stepping stone towards creating a budget and a repayment plan. So, let's summarize. You've got a list of each credit card, the total amount owed on each, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. This gives you a clear picture of your current debt situation. It's not meant to scare you, but to equip you with the knowledge you need. Once you know exactly where you stand, you can formulate a game plan to tackle that debt. From here, you can create a strategy that works for you. Whether it's focusing on high-interest debt first, increasing your income, or negotiating lower interest rates, the power to change your financial future is in your hands. Remember, every journey starts with a single step, and you've just taken yours. Scene script. Next, let's talk about the B word, budget. Creating a budget is like drawing a financial map. It helps you navigate your income and expenses, ensuring you don't lose your way. So let's break down how to create a realistic budget that includes debt reduction. First, we need to understand our income. This is not just your paycheck, it includes any other streams of income you have, like side hustles, rental income, or investments. Add all these up to get your total monthly income. Now let's switch gears and look at your expenses. These can be divided into two categories, fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are those that don't change month to month. Think rent or mortgage payments, car payments, and insurance. Variable expenses, on the other hand, fluctuate. These include groceries, dining out, entertainment, and yes, your monthly credit card payments. Once you have a list of your income and expenses, it's time to do some simple math. Subtract your total expenses from your total income. The result? That's your disposable income. If you're in the red, don't panic. This is where the real magic happens. Look at your list of expenses. Are there any areas where you can cut back? Maybe you can cook at home more often instead of dining out, or perhaps you can switch to a cheaper phone plan. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can allocate towards paying off your debt. Finally, establish a realistic budget. This means setting aside enough money for your needs, a little for your wants, and a portion for your debt repayment. Remember, the goal isn't to live a life of deprivation, but to find a balance that allows you to meet your financial obligations and still enjoy life. Remember, a budget isn't a restriction, it's a plan. It's a tool that enables you to take control of your finances and make informed decisions. And with this budget in place, you're one step closer to achieving your goal of financial freedom. Time for some strategy. Ever heard of the debt avalanche method? No? Well, sit tight because this approach could be your ticket to paying off credit card debt faster and saving you a ton of money along the way. Imagine an avalanche, a massive, unstoppable force that starts from the highest point, gaining momentum as it goes. Now apply this concept to your debts. The debt avalanche method focuses on paying off your highest interest debts first, while making minimum payments on the rest. This way, you are tackling the most costly debts, preventing them from snowballing and causing more financial strain. Let's break it down. Say you have 3 credit cards, one with a 20% interest rate, another with 15%, and the last one with 10%. According to the debt avalanche method, you'll focus on the card with the 20% interest rate first, as it's the most expensive. You'll make the minimum payments on the other 2 cards, but any extra money you can muster goes towards paying off the 20% card. Why does this work? Well, the logic is simple. The higher the interest rate, the more you pay over time. So by prioritizing the high-interest debt, you're reducing the overall amount you'll end up paying. It's all about minimizing the damage. Of course, this method requires discipline and patience. It might be tempting to pay off smaller debts first for that quick satisfaction, but remember, we're playing the long game here. It might take a while to see significant changes, but once you've paid off that first high-interest card, you'll feel the momentum, much like an avalanche. Now, it's essential to remember that everyone's financial situation is unique. The debt avalanche method is just one strategy, and it may not be the best fit for everyone. But if you're looking to save on interest payments and you're up for the challenge, it can be a powerful tool in your debt repayment arsenal. By focusing on high-interest debt, you'll save money in the long run. And remember, every step you take towards paying off your debt is a step towards financial freedom. Let's explore a potential lifeline: balance transfers. Now you might be asking, what on earth is a balance transfer? Well, it's essentially moving the balance from one credit card to another, specifically from a card with a high interest rate to one with a lower rate. The goal here is to reduce the amount of interest you're paying. Now, does this sound too good to be true? It can be, but it's not without its caveats. First off, most balance transfers come with a fee, usually a percentage of the amount you're transferring. Second, the lower interest rate is often a promotional rate that will increase after a certain period. So remember to read the fine print and make sure you have a plan to pay off the balance before the promotional period ends. Balance transfers can be a great tool, but remember, it's not a solution in itself. Now let's talk about boosting your income. We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but wouldn't it be fantastic if it did? Well, I might not have a magic money tree for you, but I do have the next best thing: practical ways to increase your income. First off, let's talk about side hustles. These are part-time jobs or gigs you can do in your spare time. Think about your skills and passions. Are you good at graphic design? You could take on freelance projects. Do you love dogs? Consider dog walking or pet sitting. The possibilities are endless. Next, consider selling items you no longer need. We all have stuff lying around the house that we don't use. Why not turn your clutter into cash? Sell these items online or at a local flea market. Another way to increase your income is by renting out your space. If you have an extra room in your house or a property that's sitting idle, consider renting it out. Platforms like Airbnb make it easy to connect with potential renters. You could also look into passive income streams. These are sources of income that require little to no effort to maintain, such as earning royalties from a book you've written or dividends from investments. While they might require an initial investment of time or money, the potential payoff can be significant. And don't forget, investing in yourself can also lead to increased income. This could mean furthering your education, learning a new skill, or even starting your own business. The more valuable skills you have, the more opportunities you'll find. Lastly, remember that every little bit helps. Even an extra $50 a month can make a difference when you're paying down debt. It's not about how much you earn, but how you use what you have. So get creative, explore your options, and find ways to generate additional income. You'll not only accelerate your debt payoff, but also open up new possibilities for financial freedom. Extra income can accelerate your debt payoff journey. Scene script. Ready for a little negotiation? Negotiating lower interest rates on your credit cards is a fantastic way to speed up your journey to financial freedom. It might seem daunting, but it's actually quite straightforward. Start by gathering your most recent credit card statements and understanding your current interest rates. Once armed with this information, it's time to pick up the phone. Dial your credit card company's customer service line and simply ask for a lower interest rate. Be polite, yet persistent. You might be wondering, what's the magic phrase? Well, try something like this. I've been a loyal customer for several years and I'd like to stay with your company. However, I've received offers from other credit card companies with lower interest rates. Can you match or beat these rates? If the first representative isn't able to help, don't be discouraged. Ask to speak with a supervisor who might have more authority to negotiate. Remember, it never hurts to ask. Now let's consider a different strategy, the debt snowball method. This approach takes a slightly different tack from the debt avalanche method we discussed earlier. Instead of focusing on high-interest debt first, the snowball method prioritizes paying off smaller debts initially. Think about it like rolling a snowball down a hill. You're starting with a small snowball, or in this case, a small debt. As you roll that snowball down the hill, it gains momentum and grows larger. Similarly, as you pay off your smaller debts, you'll build momentum and gain confidence, making tackling larger debts seem less daunting. Let's break it down. With the debt snowball method, you begin by listing all your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. You continue to make minimum payments on all your debts, but you throw any extra money you have at the smallest debt. Once that debt is paid off, you move on to the second smallest debt, and so on. The real magic of the snowball method lies in its psychological impact. Each small debt you pay off delivers a sense of achievement and progress, providing a powerful motivational boost. It's like crossing items off a to-do list. Each task you complete, no matter how small, gives you a satisfying sense of accomplishment, driving you to tackle the next task with renewed vigor. It's important to note that the snowball method may not always be the most cost-effective approach, as it doesn't prioritize high-interest debt. However, its psychological benefits can make it an effective strategy for many people. Remember, personal finance is just that, personal. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. You need to find a debt repayment strategy that works best for your financial situation and mindset. So, if you're someone who thrives on quick wins and tangible progress, the snowball method might just be the perfect strategy for you. It's all about building momentum and harnessing the power of small victories. Small victories can provide big motivation, and with the snowball method, those small victories can snowball into a big win against debt. Remember, life can throw curveballs. That's where an emergency fund comes in. Imagine a sudden car repair, unexpected medical bills, or even a job loss. Without a financial cushion, these unforeseen circumstances can lead you right back into the depths of credit card debt. An emergency fund, however, can act as your financial lifeboat, helping you weather these storms without resorting to debt. It's like an insurance policy for life's unexpected events. So, how much should you aim for? A good rule of thumb is to start with a goal of saving 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Yes, it might take time to build, especially while you're paying off debt, but even a small emergency fund can make a big difference, giving you peace of mind and keeping your debt reduction plan on track. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. It's non-negotiable if you're serious about achieving and maintaining financial freedom. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your success along the way. It's important to remember that paying off your credit card debt isn't just about the end goal. It's about the journey. And along that journey, there are going to be milestones that you'll reach, moments of triumph that deserve recognition. As you embark on this path to financial freedom, it's crucial to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Every time you make a payment, every time you say no to an unnecessary expense, every time you make a choice that brings you closer to your goal, that's a success. These are the moments that add up, the moments that lead to real, lasting change. Now, how do we celebrate these milestones? It's easy to think that celebration means a big, expensive treat, but that's not the case. Remember, we're on a journey to financial freedom, and that means being mindful of our spending. Instead, think about non-monetary rewards. Perhaps it's an afternoon off to indulge in your favorite book, a walk in the park, a home-cooked meal, or even a simple pat on the back. The idea is to create a positive association with your progress, a moment of joy that reinforces your commitment to your goal. It's also helpful to share your achievements with your friends and family. Their support and encouragement can be a powerful motivator, a reminder that you're not alone in this journey. And finally, take a moment to reflect on your progress. Look back at where you started, see how far you've come. This isn't just about paying off debt, it's about changing habits. It's about taking control of your financial destiny. Every milestone, every victory, is a testament to your determination, your resilience, and your strength. So as you continue on this journey, remember to celebrate. Celebrate each payment, each decision, each step forward. Because each of these is an achievement, a sign of your commitment to financial freedom. Remember, every step towards a debt-free life is a victory worth celebrating. That's it, folks. We've covered a lot of ground today. From assessing your debt, creating a budget, prioritizing high-interest debt, exploring balanced transfer options, increasing your income, negotiating lower interest rates, using the snowball method, understanding the importance of an emergency fund, to celebrating milestones. Remember, each step you take is a crucial part of your journey to financial freedom. These strategies are not just about paying off your debt, but also about taking control of your finances and changing your habits for a better financial future. Now it's your turn. We encourage you to apply these strategies in your own life. Start with assessing your debt, create a budget, and go from there. Remember, every step, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos about achieving financial freedom. Remember, every step you take towards financial freedom is a step towards a better future. Thanks for watching, and here's to your journey towards a debt-free life.